you. You guys, you're the best. To be able to allow me to speak to you on a half a day, right? I mean, it's amazing, and I'm happy to tell my story or parts of it. As you know, I'm here to talk about domestic violence. It's not a happy subject. Did you know October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month? I bet you didn't know that. You don't see it on TV. You see a lot of other things. October also is breast cancer awareness, which is very important. But domestic violence affects many people, 2 out of 3 women, 3 out of 5 men, something like those numbers. So it could be happening to you. It could be happening to your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, or your good friend. And so that's why I want to talk about certain things that had happened to me when I was your age, and let you know that these are signs, and it could be happening to you. And so all right, I'll start out with domestic violence is a pattern of abusive behavior in any relationship used by a partner to gain or maintain control over another intimate partner. That's what it's about, power and control. And as you see, it's like a pie, and there's slices of that pie. And what happened to me may not be happening to someone else, okay? But it's a slice of the pie. So I'm going to talk about a few slices of my pie. So I guess what I'll start out with is I met my husband when I was 19. I do need you to know. Now, this was a while back. The drinking age was 18, just so you know, because this is part of my story. And I had a boyfriend that was a year younger. So I would get in my mom's station wagon, and I would pick him up, and I would buy the 6-pack. And we'd go to his friend's house, and we'd share a couple, cans of beer. And then I'd drive him home, and that was my big date, okay? Then I started as a waitress, okay, in a restaurant. And I had a friend that was dating his roommate, and she said, Brian wants to go out with you. I've been married before with 2 kids. I'm 19. I'm like, I don't know about that. She said, oh, he's a nice guy, he's cute, and blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, fine. So he comes, I'm living at home. He shows up in his Thunderbird. Now let me tell you, that was the car to have then. It was kind of bigger than it is now. But anyway, he comes to my house. He meets my mom. We get in the car. We go to Newburyport to a restaurant. And what do I get to have? A vodka and tonic. And a very good meal. Fancy. And I woke up the next day and I thought, that was fun, And my mother said, he's good looking. And we started dating. And so we are, at this place, he and I are making out. I don't even know what words you guys use now, but making out, okay, kissing, all that stuff. And he said, are you dating anyone else? And I said, well, yeah, I'm 1 or 2 other guys. And he's like, well, if you're going to date anyone else, then let's just call it quits tonight. So I don't have to date anyone else. And I'm thinking, this guy is crazy about me, right? So later I learned that, if in a healthy relationship, you might say, gee, I really like you, can we talk about it, maybe when you're ready, oh, there's the healthy relationship. And, might talk to you about it with respect, and what do you think? But no, then we're going to break up. In other words, my way or the highway. And that's the beginning of control. And I fell for it. Head over heels. An example I use too is, my notes. I wrote notes on my back of this is how organized I am. And I've told the story a lot. But the other thought is, anyway, one of them is a trip I had taken with a friend. I had given up my friend because I wanted to hang out with his friends, and that's what he wanted too. So I became friends with Patty, and she had a friend that had a house at the Cape. So we went to the Cape, and we went to the beach. And we're hanging out. Now, remember, I'm your age. So I'm in my bikini. We're hanging out on the towel, and some guys came up, walking up the beach, and they started hanging out, and we're flirting and having fun. Next thing, I'm sitting on the blanket with the guy on his side. She's taking pictures. We're just having a great time. So the next day, we were leaving and driving home from the Cape. We were laughing about how much fun we had, how cute these guys were. And I said to her, Patty, do me a favor. Do not show those pictures to anyone. Because I knew he would be so jealous. I was afraid of how he would react. Jealousy is huge. When I was your age, I had a cell phone, okay? My cell phone, I was in college, we didn't even use backpacks, all right? So I'm in college walking around with my stack of books in one arm. And I'm trying to call my boyfriend on my cell phone. Well, the cell phones went from here to here, literally. And so they did fold in half, thank goodness, but when you unfold it, so I got my books in my hand trying to unfold my cell phone, trying to call him to see if we were getting together for the weekend. Now let me tell you this, you're having a girls' night out, you're gonna have fun. You guys are getting ready, putting on your makeup, figuring out what you're gonna wear, and your boyfriend is texting you. Where are you? You going out? Where are you going? What are you wearing? So who, what, where, when are you gonna be back? Well, call me when you get back, or text me when you get back. And you get out the phone and you're like, this guy is crazy about you. No, that person wants to know all of these because, again, they want control, and the jealousy is intense. And let me tell you, again, I say, it could be you, it could be your good friend, and so, these are signs and you need to know about them. We would be out with friends and we'd be hanging out, and the person can be the life of the party. Picture your girlfriend telling jokes, or your boyfriend. Every joke is at your expense. We'd be out with friends, and that would be my husband Brian. She couldn't decide what to wear, then she didn't like her hair. So anyway, and then she couldn't find her purse. Oh my God, that's where, all these jokes at my expense. Now, maybe one or two, people laugh, but then they maybe give you a compliment or, say I'm joking. So I'm in the bathroom, I am so mad. I know this isn't okay. And so I'm in the bathroom, like pacing, and my friend came in. And she's laughing, because she's so funny, and she sees me, and she's like, what's the matter? I'm like, are you kidding? Every joke he's telling is about me. And she's like, oh, he's so funny. Like, oh, let it go. And so now I'm questioning myself. Am I being overly, sensitive? And so now, this is what happens. The relationship, it doesn't get better. In fact, it gets worse. And you think you can control it, or you think you have a say. Well, maybe had I said this or that, they wouldn't have acted this way. Maybe had I done this or that, they wouldn't be angry. It's not you. They are narcissistic, okay? Do you know that word? I just learned how to say it. Anyway, it's all about them. You have an argument. They don't remember the way it happened. Oh, there would be fights. And he'd say, well, you said this. I'm like, you gotta be kidding. But that's literally how it works. And they say, you're not gonna be able to change the situation. They say of these abusive people that 5% change with intense therapies, and they've got to learn it's not okay the way they're acting. So, when you look at this pie, that's what it's about: power and control, and it can be about money. When I bought something, I would put the price tag in my pocketbook so he knew I didn't go shopping. And thankfully, he didn't know like what the expensive fancy one, item was. I don't know what's popular now. Is Nike the thing? I don't know. I just know they're very expensive. So I would have to, I'd have to hide that. He had control over pretty much everything I did, and it gets worse before it gets better. I hope we will bring something back from this, because it really is happening to so many people. It really can be you or your mom or dad. Well, I want you to know, there are people that you can speak to in your school. I'll give you my phone number. You can just talk to me if you like, because if you're feeling like it's not okay, it's not okay. When we finally, I wanted to get married. I was 26 years old. I dated him since I was 19. I wanted to get married, and he kept putting it off. And I finally broke it off with him. And believe me, I was devastated. But after a while, I was kind of getting used to it and having fun with my friends going out. And finally he called and he said, "Can you please come to my house tonight?" I'm like, "No, I don't think so. I think it's, it's just not a good fit." And he said, please come over to the house. I want to get married. So it had to be his idea. So I could go on. But I will say this. I thank you for listening to me. And I will say this. We have had kids on the internship. And it's serious, but we have the Ride for Live every year. It's a 5K run walk or a 10K, or you can ride your bike for 23 miles or 50. It's very fun. It really is. And it has Sal's Pizza, and it has a raffle, and so I need interns to help me plan that. I had interns that helped design the t-shirts, the flyers. I need social media bad, because I have nobody that, I know you guys know social media, okay? I need that. So it's not all serious, believe me. It can be fun. You can have a day that you're out getting gift cards for us, because we have a raffle. So it's fun. But think if you're going to be you're going into criminal law, or psychiatry, or therapy, there's a lot of different careers that are related to real life stories. Does anyone have any questions for me at all? Are you sure? I thank you for listening. I really do. I thank for everyone with the donations that are coming up. I'm excited to see you guys play the game. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for listening.